Thoughten said.
I mean, another DeLorme.
Because these are the best thing ever for when you're in the bush. She's got to come in that one.
Oi, get in the paddock. Not that way, you stupid chicken.
These are avocado trees, which everyone says you can't grow here. And we're going to prove them wrong.
Next on Ava's got a big one, so you can grow them here.
Cut it down.
No, just trim the shit out of it.
Oh. I love this wheelbarrow so much. I hate it. Look at it. It weighs 1,000 pounds. Piece of shit.
I know, but it's lasted for years, hasn't it?
It doesn't go over anything.
It's going over the rocks. Look at it go.
Yeah, but you get the littlest bump.
It's mean. Goddamn son of a motherless.
That's my whitebait net, eh?
No, that's my one. You want me to set you one up too?
Yes, please.
Oh, just snapped. Bugger. Oh, I guess it's a good thing it snapped now and not on the river. It gets shorter every season. I might have to make a new hoop actually. We'll see how it goes. I'll put it on. Might be able to squeeze one more season out of it. Ah, bugger, it just snapped again. This is very inconvenient because I'm going to go whitebaiting tomorrow morning and I need to get my net ready today. We're just in at service engineering there, getting some more alloy to make another whitebait hoop, and I ran into Gibbo and he said, oh, I've got another net at home, bowl around and grab it if you want, so I'm going to go check it out. That's Gibbo.
How are ya?
And that's the net somewhere.
Just up here, in the blue cover there.
Oh, there we go, look at that, she's all wrapped up, and has it got a net in it as well?
Yeah mate, she's got a net ready to go.
Holy shit. How's that for service, eh?
Yeah mate. Cheers mate.
Cheers.
Awesome.
What a deal. We know each other from whitebaiting, but usually we're just yelling to each other on the other side of the river, and we hardly ever get to shake hands. So yeah, it was great. We actually saw each other face to face in the engineering shop and got to do the official handshake greeting, which is the first time ever, I believe. Oh no, I swam across one day. I swam across and shook his hand. And I'm allowed to take some quick shots through there with just a cutting of the alloy. Okay, I'm not allowed to film in the workshop just because of health and safety, because this is the West Coast and who knows what they've got going on out there. But I am decked out head to toe. I've got my safety glasses that are already starting to steam up and my safety vest on top of my safety vest. They only had pink. Looks good. Do I look good in pink?
Very flash, it goes with your eyes.
There we go, yep,
Yeah.
Sweet. I've got my safety jandals on too, so I don't, they're not steel cap jandals, I left those
You
ones
can't
at
come
home.
out if you don't have
I'm not, I have to stay
Oh,
here.
yeah.
She's going to have to go out and do all the measuring for me, so I can stand. I'm going to cut there because they're not going to let me do anything. It turns out they don't have any anyway, so not the right size. I'm going around to Coastal Marine to see Dave and Butch, and hopefully they'll have some. Awesome, there we go. Dave and Butch from Coastal Engineering sorted me out. They had an old piece lying around, an old handle that they gave me, and they just had to order some more alloy, so in a couple of days when that gets in I'll build a proper whitebait net handle, but that tube they gave me will keep me going till that gets here anyway. They also make jet boats actually, Coastal Engineering, check them out, make pretty good jet boats. I've been doing it for years. And just a small company, owner operated, quality product. You've got to go those small companies, guys, if you want quality control. You can't beat the small owner operated companies. Just saw Samson on the side of the road. Samson bought a pig round the other day to weigh up. And he split a heater hose, so I towed him back to his house and we're going to bowl around home because I think I got one of these in the shed that might fit, so we'll sort that out. Then I'll go whitebaiting. Look like it's going to work.
Yeah, somehow.
Pretty damn close, eh? So a couple of things to, spot focus, don't want that on. Spot focus off, there we go. A couple of things to bear in mind when you're making your whitebait net. You want it hollow and you want it sealed. You want it airtight so it floats a bit. That way it'll make it easier to drag through the water and you won't have to hold it off the bottom. If anything, you'll have to just press down slightly to keep it on the bottom. So to make it airtight, make sure you silicone the ends of the tubes really well. I like to stuff a bit of closed cell foam down and then silicone and then more closed cell foam in the tube on top of that, and that will make your outside diameter completely airtight, and it will should have a neutral buoyancy, so it won't float, it won't sink, it will just hover in the water. Another thing to bear in mind is you really want a you really want some BMX handlebars or some 10-speed handlebars. 10-speed handlebars work a bit better because then you can change the angle of the handle and you won't have to bend over dragging that pole around. Another thing that's going to make your net more comfortable is handles on the net. Now some people have up to 7 or 8 handles all the way up the net. Find out what works good for you. You can buy some angle grinder handles and use those. Some people just use not bolts with alloy. That's what I use. I just use old bolts that I've got lying around. Actually, when you take the gooseneck off your mountain bike or your 10-speed, there's a bolt that runs down the center of that you can use for a handle. So that's what I use for my bolts. Generally old gooseneck bolts from bike handlebars because they're really long, and then I just find a nut to match, drill out some alloy pipe, cut it to size and then tape that up. Just makes it a bit easier on yourself if you've got handles on the actual pole to hang on to. So I might slap a couple of those on now if I can find some bolts for young Charlie, because I'm setting up this whitebait net for Charlie and Kristen. Hopefully he'll be able to handle it because it will be quite heavy. We'll see. Oi, cut it out. What do you got for us there?
Chicken feeder, bro.
Oh, yep. Well, look at that. Because we've got hungry chickens. Oi, stop barking. Cup of tea?
Please.
Right, about that time, innit? Here we are down at the river mouth. It's only just opened. The other river mouths north and south of here are blocked because we've had really big tides and very low river levels. It doesn't look great for whitebaiting. The surf's just pounding into the river mouth here, and there's also a fairly decent storm brewing, but hopefully that northerly pushing in and the storm brewing will push some of the whitebait up. Sometimes happens if it's about to rain, they do a bit of a run up the rivers, and then after it rains they do another bit of a run up, and sometimes when it's not even going to rain they do a bit of a run up, and sometimes they don't run. I don't know, I can't figure it out. I thought I'd figured it out, but then they just run at the most random times. So you've just got to be into it. It's the only way to do it. Just hanging out, wait for the tide to start pushing. When it starts pushing, I'll canoe over to the other side and drag my net along the edge and see what I can see. Yep, I think we're going to get quite a bit of rain tonight, which is actually good because there's heaps of 1080 up in those hills there still lying around. We didn't find any 1080 yesterday, but we were right in the middle of the exclusion zone. We're going for a nice bushwalk in the bush just to see if there's any 1080. It's been dropped in our water catchment. I don't actually know how far we're going to get because we're not on the leading ridge line. We're well and truly inside the area. They're not supposed to drop 1080.
Walking my baby off.
What?
I said I'm walking my baby off.
One of you fellas messaged me and asked if Kristen was pregnant again. After seeing the last video, just a heads up, never ask that question unless you're 100% certain. Unfortunately, Kristen read the message before I did and was slightly offended. Some old gold mining relics right there. The old pipe. Kristen's having a bit of trouble keeping up down there.
is a race.
What do you mean? I'm going slow.
Yeah, right.
I'm just going slow so she can keep up, and she's stumbling and slipping her way up the creek.
I'm going fast.
Give us some more stumbles.
No, because I'm trying to look all smooth on camera. And I'm like,
How's the baby going? How you doing?
Good.
You try not to puff.
No.
Yeah, I can tell. I do that all the time too. A bit of goats on up here, which is good to see. Nothing dead yet, so looks like they have excluded this part anyway. See where the goat's on?
No, what does it look like? Is it
Well, if you look down there, come over here, you see where that wet patch is?
Yeah, is that pea?
Yeah, that's pea. So one's been sitting there and
How's that?
good, but you're meant to be looking out over yonder to show the other ridge.
Well, I'm trying to show that I'm not pregnant.
So we've got up the ridge line. It turns out we're on the wrong ridge line. The main valley's that way. Don't follow me when you come hunting, because I obviously don't know where I'm going. A bit of deer sign over there. Yeah, so it's all old deer rubbing from last roar. So there's a stag parked up here thrashing these trees.
Is this a deer trail?
Kristen's annoying me. Again, she's yelling in the bush. For some reason, when I'm in the bush, it just feels like you should talk quietly, even if you're not hunting. And she's just been walking along yelling, and I keep saying, shh, be quiet. And she'll yell again. No, I say, shh, be quiet.
I'm actually just talking to you.
She's talking extremely loud and annoyingly.
Because you were running like a mile in front of me.
We're having an argument in the bush, isn't that silly? Don't justify yourself in front of cameras. She feels the need to justify herself in front
Because
of you
it's
guys.
90% you, but then nobody knows that until the camera's off.
I'm not yelling, she's yelling.
Is this the right way? Is that animal shit? Look at that mushroom. Josh, wait! Ow! Fuck! Ow! God damn it.
Go yell some more. I know, exactly.
So quiet for me.
Yeah, she's talking quietly now. You missed her yelling. I don't think we're going to see any animals anyway. We're taking the leading ridge line back down, so if she stops yelling, we might see one. I was kind of hoping you'd fall over then.
I almost did. It was really close. Woo! That's all my quiet noises.
Yeah, that's you being quiet, is it?
Woo!
Look at an old gold mining trench here.
How do you know that?
See, look along the hill, see how they've dug it out?
Oh, yeah. That's cool.
To divert the water down into the town. Almost there, we've got to get that bit of silver pine. Go, I'll follow you down there.
Straight down?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't.
Mean, what you got there?
A silver pine.
What?
It's a post for our deck extension.
Look at the character on that.
It's my deck extension.
Well, I don't need a deck extension. Do I?
Just a little bit bigger.
A bigger deck.
Width.
She's been telling me I need to extend the deck for a while now. You reckon that'll do it?
Yeah.
Can you carry it?
That's too heavy.
It's too big for her. I'll have to carry it. Alright then, fine. You load it on my shoulder.
No, I don't even know.
Lift it. Come on, you can do it.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, I better carry it. She'll become a gutser. It's not even that heavy, Al.
Biggest shareholder, the ABC still.
Hello, doggies. Hello, have you wrapped yourself?
What's up, dogs?
I don't like the other two as much. Go away.
Good dogs. So I'm going to walk around the edge of the exclusion zone in another week or two. Once the carcasses start to rot a bit, and just make sure there's no dead carcasses in our waterway. A little bit concerned about that. Oh, she ain't looking too flash. The tide's starting to push. The problem is the river mouth's running parallel to the ocean, and those waves are just crashing over, across the river mouth, smashing into the bank and just pushing straight back out to sea. So any whitebait that are going to come in are just going to get washed straight back out again with the tide surges. So I'm not even going to put my net in the water today. I've been watching these guys and they're just getting ones and twos and that's it. It's pretty dismal. Wait for that rain to hit and then come give it a crack tomorrow, I reckon, when it's flooding. Whoa! Oh. A bit deeper than I thought it was going to be. No worries. That's why we've got a snorkel on.
We splashed into the one and zoomed off.
Yeah, we did. That's right.
We're going super fast.
And we're going to cruise down to the river mouth and see if it's unblocked. 'Cause it was blocked yesterday, so hopefully it's blocked today. And then me, Sonny, and Mum can go whitebaiting at midday. Oh, some more river. There's some more water.
I can't smell puppies in the ocean.
Smell what?
Puppies in the ocean.
Oh, pippies.
Yeah.
Yes, it does smell a bit like pippies down here. What do pippies smell like?
These smell like yummy, yummy, yummy crabs that are like bones.
Oh yeah, they do too. There's a seal.
That's why they all swim in the ocean.
The river mouth has broken through, which is bloody great news because the lagoon's been blocked up for about a week now, and the whitebait, of course, can't swim up the river if the lagoon is blocked. So, with a bit of luck, there'll be a few coming up today, although I don't know because the sea's still pretty dirty. My theory is the sea has to be clean for that dirty tongue of river water to reach right out into it, and then the whitebait smell that river water and come back up the river water. But it's also luck of the draw. If there's massive shoals right next to the river mouth, then there's a run. If the massive shoals are right out at sea, then it takes a while for the massive shoals to come up the river. And I'm pretty sure there's massive shoals out there. Everyone says, oh, the whitebait fishery's in decline, but we had some huge runs last year. We had some massive runs on the coast. Oh, in this particular river there was, and the next one, and the one up there was just kilometres of whitebait just running for the hills. I understand the rest of the country may be in a bit of dire straits, but it's the habitat. Yes, banning whitebaiting isn't going to fix a problem, is it? No. If you've got a horse with a sore leg, you don't chop off its leg. No, you find out why its leg's sore, and you go to the root of the problem, and you fix that. And that's what needs to be done in our whitebait fishery in New Zealand. We need to go to the root of the problem and fix that, which is, of course, habitat. Loss of habitat and our dirty water. Yes, we have a lot of polluted water in New Zealand, and you know what the national government did? Instead of fixing the dirty water problem, they just lowered the acceptable standard, which is crazy, because now these other waterways that aren't polluted can now be polluted, and it's totally legal. What the heck were you thinking, National? You just put it in a too hard basket, threw all that money towards 1080 and other stuff, like fixing our roads that don't actually need to be fixed. Water quality is more important than roads. What the heck?
And in this week,
See ya!
me, William Dartford.
She's pretty marginal down here. The river's flooding. There's a few seagulls around, but there's a lot of crap in the water. A lot of sticks, and yes, I just had a scoop and got about 5. But it's only just started to push, and you got to be into it. I'm going to hang out here for a bit longer. There's only one other joker down here at the moment, so yes, the people numbers are right anyway, even if the whitebait isn't here. Are you holding on?
Yeah. Move my head back. My walk is so dizzy.
Yum, look, there's a sparrow and a thrush in here for dinner. We need 4 and 20 blackbirds. We could bake them in a pie. Hey, that'd be mean, and we could leave their little legs on, and all their little legs could poke out through the pastry in the pie. That'd be awesome, and then you could cut around them, and then when you have a piece of pie, you pick it up by the legs, and you get your piece of pie, and then the bird will be on it underneath with little chicken drumsticks. Or thrushes, or starlings, or sparrows. No native birds, okay? 4 and 20. And we can bake them.
420.
I'll take what I can get. See if we can get at least 5 though, then we can have 1 bird each. Alright? Sweet. Oh, disappointing. I was hoping for a bit of action then. Gibber almost got washed back to Hokitika then. That was close. Oh, Jack forgot his gumboots, didn't he? I got my boonies in the truck, so he's whacked those on. If he goes for a swim, I'm going to lose my boonies. Or Jack, or both. And she comes. Out of here, time to cook up a feed.
I was surprised for John and Ben.
Whitebait.
Yeah.
Hi, Whitebait. He's wiggling my hand. Oh. What are you doing?
I'm filming you having a heli bag.
No!
Are you sad because the whitebait are getting cooked?
Yeah.
Actually, that's a good point. Kristen just said, oh, you're going to cook them alive. Someone's going to freak out. I didn't even think that whitebait had feelings. What's your opinion? Do whitebait have feelings or not? Sonny certainly seems to think, oh, he was just crying because you didn't get to stir the whitebait. But oh, that chicken's in the yard again.
Still the same one egg.
Busted down the bantam's nest. That's a few more than we caught, isn't it, mate? Now, we've had some massive runs of whitebait in the last couple of years here on the west coast, and I believe the reason for that is we've got a very healthy ecosystem down here. There's not many farms down in South Westland. There's a lot of big lagoons and a lot of waterways, so there's very good breeding ground for the whitebait. Now, in the top of the North Island, east coast, west coast in some parts, there's a lot of intensive farming, and a lot of the whitebait habitat is being lost. Now, this is the main problem, so I believe we need to go to the root of the problem and fix the whitebait's breeding habitat, give them more areas to breed, therefore boosting their numbers. It's a win-win, pretty obvious to see. So Eugenie Sage, I really encourage you, if you end up watching this, to go down that track. Plus I like eating whitebait, and it's a bit of pocket money in the springtime. I used to do it for a job full time. Now I don't have to. I just catch a bit to put in the freezer to feed friends and family. Anyway, rant over.